So the question number 2 says write the coefficient of x square in the following. The parts are, the very first is 2 plus x square plus of x, the second is 2 minus x square plus of x cube, and the third part is pi by 2 x square plus of x. So we have to find the coefficient of x square. It means the constant which is with the variable x to the power 2. So let us suppose I am talking about the very first part. It is 2 plus x square plus of x. Now look out for the x square first. As we can see, we do have x square in the middle of this particular polynomial, and the coefficient of x square means the constant which is with this particular variable. So as we can see, with x square there is only one variable which is nothing but 1, as we know that 2 plus x square plus of x can be written as 2 plus 1 x square plus of x, because 1 into x square is again x square. So the constant which is lying with the x square variable, it is nothing but 1. So hence the coefficient of x square is nothing but 1. So at the end, what we can say? We can say the coefficient of x square, it is nothing but is equal to 1. So let's just move on to the second part. For the second part, again we can look out for the x square first. Where is the x square? X square is lying in the middle of this particular expression, and we can see that we can write this particular polynomial as 2 minus of 1 x square plus of x cube. Now the coefficient of x square is nothing but minus of 1. Minus of 1. We always have to see the signs that are related with the constants over here. As we can see in the first part, the constant is plus 1, that do have a sign positive in front of it. But in the second part, if we are talking about the coefficient, then the constant do have a negative sign along with it. So it means that the coefficient of x square, is nothing but minus of 1. It is nothing but minus of 1, because in front of it there is a sign of negative. So the coefficient of x square is nothing but minus of 1 in case of the second part. Now let us suppose we are moving toward the third part. In the third part, first of all, we have to look for the variable x having the power as 2. So first of all, this is nothing but the expression that do have x square, and again we have to look out for the coefficient of x square. It means the constant that is lying with it. So obviously the constant with this particular x square is nothing but pi by 2, having a sign as positive. Having a sign as positive, if there is nothing in front of a particular constant, then that particular sign is always be positive. So at the end, what is the coefficient? What is the coefficient of x square? It is nothing but pi by 2. It is nothing but pi by 2. So the answer for the very first part is nothing but 1. For the second part, it is minus 1. For the third part, it is nothing but pi by 2. So let us suppose I am amending this question a little bit. Let us suppose I am asking you that what is the coefficient of x? What is the coefficient of x in the following? Let us suppose I am amending this question a little bit, and I am asking the question that what is the coefficient of x in the following. So let us suppose I am talking about the very first part. In the very first part, we have to look out for the variable x first. For the variable x first, as we can see, x square and the x, but we have to see the variable that do have a power as 1, because we are talking about the coefficient of x rather than x square. So first of all, the variable x is at the third place in this particular expression, and further we can see that the constant with the variable x is nothing but plus of 1. So hence at the end, what is the answer for the very first part? That the coefficient of x is nothing but 1. So let's just move on further toward the second part. We have to look out for the coefficient of x in the second part. Coefficient of x. So as we can see, there is no such expression x having the exponent as 1 or having the power as 1, because there is a variable x having the power 3, there is a variable x having the power 2, there is a variable having the power as 0, because 2 minus x square plus of x cube can be expressed as 2 into x raised to the power 0 minus of x square plus of x cube. So there is no such variable x having the exponent or the power as 1. So it means that the coefficient of x is 0. Why so? Because we can write it as plus 0 into x plus 0 into x, because 0 into x is 0 again. So we can write this particular polynomial in this formation, because both of them are equal to each other. So as per this particular polynomial, we can say that the coefficient of x is nothing but 0 over here. So let's just move on further toward the third part. We have to see, or we have to look out for the coefficient of x in this particular part. So x is over here, and we can see that the coefficient of x, that is the constant with the x, is nothing but plus of 1. So at the end, what is the answer for this? Is that the coefficient of x is nothing but 1. So this is all about finding out the coefficients of the variables having the different exponents. So I hope the concept of finding out the coefficients of x square or either the x is all clear to you. So let's just move on further and try out another question.